Hey esteem, welcome to ACE Academy. I'm Harini and today we'll be looking at the most important current affairs of April 11 and 12 together. So without much delay, let's get into the first question. So the first question is, India has contributed an additional amount of how much to the United Nations Trust Fund for Counterterrorism? So the answer is option C, USD 500,000. T.S. Tirumurti, India's permanent secretary to the United Nations, stated that India has contributed an additional USD 500,000, which is approximately INR 3.7 crore. So then moving on to the next question. So the second question is, who has launched SARTHAQ initiative for implementation of NEP 2020? So the answer is option B, Ramesh Pokhriyal. Union Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal launched National Education Policy Implementation Plan for School Education called Students and Teachers Holistic Advancement Through Quality Education. So SARTHAQ stands for Student and Teachers Holistic Advancement Through Quality Education. So then moving on to the next question. So the third question is, banks and other financial institutions have sanctioned how much under Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana since its launch in 2015? So the answer is option A, INR 14.96 lakh crore. It was launched on, that is, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana was launched on April 8, 2015 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The authorized capital of Mudra is INR 1000 crore and the paid up capital is INR 750 crore, fully subscribed by SIDBI. So it stands for Small Industries Development Bank of India, and the objective of this is to promote entrepreneurship among youths. So then moving on to the next question. So the fourth question is, India announced Mukti Jodha scholarship to which country students? So the answer is option A, Bangladesh. The government of India has announced scholarship to 2000 Bangladeshi students, the direct descendants of the Mukti Jodha or liberation war fighters of Bangladesh under the new Mukti Jodha scholarship scheme. So then moving on to the next question. So the fifth question is, which Indian Institute of Science was ranked as the best higher education institute in India by the Shanghai ranking released by Shanghai Ranking Consultancy? So the answer is option A, IISC Bangalore. And the director of IISC Bangalore is Govindam Rangarajan, and it was established in 1909. So then moving on to the next question. So the sixth question is, National Savings Institute under the Ministry of Finance announced which state has the largest contributor to the small savings schemes with 90,000? So the answer is option C, West Bengal. So about the small savings schemes are central government schemes where funds are collected through the National Small Saving Funds NSSF, providing a higher rate of interest and tax benefits. So then moving on to the next question. So the seventh question is, Bahrain Foreign Minister recently visited India. What is his name? So the answer is option B, Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani. He paid a official visit to India from April 6 to 8, 2021. It was co-chaired by S. Jayashankar and the Foreign Minister of Bahrain. India welcomed the signing of the framework agreement between India and Bahrain for International Solar Alliance. So then moving on to the next question. So the eighth question is India Seychelles high level virtual event was held on April 6, 2021. India's Prime Minister and Seychelles President participated in the event. What is the name of Seychelles President? So the answer is option A, Vaibhav Ram Kalawan. During the event, they virtually inaugurated several development assistance projects funded by India in Seychelles. So then moving on to the next question. So the ninth question is which bank has approved a USD 484 million loan to improve transport connectivity and road maintenance in Chennai Kanyakumari Industrial Corridor in Chennai? So the answer is option B, ADB, Asian Development Bank, and the aim of this is to increase the participation of the manufacturing industry in production network and global value chain and create jobs along the corridor. So then moving on to the next question. So the 10th question is the RBI Monetary Policy Committee had met on 5th, 6th and 7th of April 2021 and released its first bi-monthly monetary policy statement for financial year 2022, which is from April 2021 to March 2022. The committee consists of how many persons? So the answer is option D, 6 members. So the committee consists of 6 members, and the key points of the MPC, that is monetary policy statement, is the committee has projected India's real gross domestic product GDP growth for financial year 2022 at 10.5%, with 26.2% in quarter 1, 8.3% in quarter 2, and 5.4% in quarter 3, and 6.2% in quarter 4. So then moving on to the next question. So the 11th question is Ugro Capital partnered with whom to launch credit card for MSMEs? So the answer is option C, SBM. It stands for State Bank of Mysore. The objective of this is it will empower MSME entrepreneurs by providing financial assistance to solve multiple financial challenges. So Ugro Capital has partnered with SBM, State Bank of Mysore. Then moving on to the next question. So the 12th question is SEBI imposed rupees 25 crore fine on the promoters of which company for violation of takeover code regulation in 2000? So the answer is option B, RIL, Reliance Industries Limited. The imposed penalty will be jointly paid by the 34 individuals named in the SEBI order, which includes the mother and children of Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani. So then moving on to the next question. So the 13th question is RBI Deputy Governor retired. What is his name? So the answer is option C, BP Ganugu. So BP Ganugu has been worked as the Deputy Governor of RBI. He retires after serving as the Deputy Governor for 4 years, and he was appointed as the Deputy Governor in April 2017. So then moving on to the next question. So the 14th question is which of the following has acquired 10% stake in Kerala Infrastructure Fund Management Limited? So the answer is option B, HDFC. So HDFC has acquired 10% stake in the Kerala Infrastructure Management Fund Limited. 3,88,303 equity shares, each valued at 10, were bought by HDFC Limited on a private placement basis. So then moving on to the next question. So the 15th question is who has become the first Indian women sailor to qualify for Olympics? So the answer is option A, Netra Kumanan. 4 Indian sailors including Netra were qualified for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Vishnu Saravanan and the pair of Ganapati Chengappa and Varun Thakur qualified during the Asian qualifiers held in Oman. So then moving on to the next question. So the 16th question is Akhtari, The Life and Music of Begum Akhtar, a new book, tributes to singer Padma Shri Begum Akhtar was published by. So the answer is option C, Hamper Coils India. This book has been written in the remembrance of the life and singing experience of great Indian singer Begum Akhtar. It was edited by Yatindra Mishra and published by HarperCollins India. So then moving on to the next question. So the 17th question is, when is the World Table Tennis Day celebrated? So the answer is option B, April 6th. And the World Table Tennis Day is celebrated to promote gender equality and fempowerment. The World Table Tennis Day 2021 will focus to make table tennis popular, universal, and inclusive. So then moving on to the next question. So the 18th question is, when is CRPF Valor Day celebrated? So the answer is option A, April 9th. The day is also known as Saurya Divas, and 9th April 2021 marks the observance of 56th CRPF Valor Day. So that's it. We are done for the day, and thank you for watching our video. And if you think that we are doing good, please let us know in the comment section below, and I'll meet you in my next video. Till then, bye. It's me, Harini, signing off.